Major headlines. 1. Inflation nudges upward again. According to the latest data, U.S. consumer prices rose 3% year-over-year in September. Month-over-month increase was about 0.3%, largely driven by a 4.1% jump in gasoline prices. Because of the ongoing federal government shutdown, release of some key inflation reports was delayed. Impact: even though the pace is moderate, inflation staying above 2% means pressures remain for consumers, and it affects how the Federal Reserve will consider interest rate moves. 2. Trade talks with Canada called off. Donald Trump announced the end of ongoing trade negotiations with Canada, citing a Canadian advertisement as misleading and egregious. The action is expected to have ripple effects on bilateral trade flows and tariff talks. Why it matters: trade with Canada is significant both economically and politically for the U.S., this move raises questions about future cooperation and tariff stability. 3. Gambling crackdown and immigration tech espionage concerns. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, issued a warning that its recent illegal gambling sting is just the start of a broader crackdown. Separately, reports claim that China and Russia are using attractive women to seduce U.S. tech executives as part of espionage efforts targeting technology secrets. Significance: these stories highlight increasing focus on internal security and tech espionage in U.S. national security strategy. 4. Supply chain investment in critical minerals. Nevada Tech Hub awarded more than $15.5 million to support 17 programs aimed at strengthening the lithium battery and critical material supply chain in Nevada. This investment is part of broader U.S. efforts to reduce dependence on foreign sources of critical minerals and build domestic manufacturing. Why it's important: as technology, EVs, and defense systems rely heavily on these minerals, this has long-term implications for U.S. competitiveness and security. 5. Market outlook and corporate earnings ahead of data release. Ahead of key inflation/CPI data, U.S. stock market futures were pointing higher. Notably, Intel Corporation reported a stronger-than-expected Q3 profit. Ford Motor Company also beat on earnings though revised the full-year outlook downward. Key takeaway: financial markets are trying to balance solid corporate results with macro risks, inflation, shutdown. The Fed's next moves are being watched closely.